Alright. Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. Today we
Hello,
have
everybody.
no blah, blah,
Hello.
say hi, I'm Mario.
Hi.
And I'm also joined by Faye
Hello, I'm here.
and Zero.
Usual.
Hey, I'm back. And
Got a pretty big
this time I'm
commentary
alive.
booth today. Wait, don't start.
Yes.
Hmm.
Oh no.
You're
Okay.
already seeing
jumping right into
No,
it. We
no,
got
no.
no. Okay. A little over eager here from our participant.
Yes, a little over eager.
Well, obviously, have you ever considered the fact that these matches are huge? We're playing for some big Samolas over here. We're playing for honor, right?
We're playing for the ultimate prize of being cool.
Yeah, so today we'll have today is the second match between Outlast and Zed. If you didn't catch it last time, Outlast won last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, Azur has a way.
True. It was a quite close game, but Azur did win.
Yeah.
Right.
Azur's I think the main thing that makes Azur such a powerful opponent, especially going against him in the first place, is just the fact that he has so much character knowledge. He's played a lot of characters in the bag, and he knows every single one of them like the back of his hand. I don't know how he knows
every single one,
but he knows a
big
lot
majority.
Yeah, which in this format, knowing the characters is one of the most important things because you don't get to choose your character per se.
The combos are
a random selection. You gotta know enough that random selection will include characters you can play well.
Exactly.
Let's get things started here.
Alright, now Jed is picking. Malik is one who is very interestingly good, considering he has no discard actions, but he still manages to work pretty well.
He needs the right combo.
He got Timbuktu.
We've got Edgar, who usually doesn't. Damn Backside works pretty well for anyone who can help him move towards.
Similar to Fate, to deck stacking characters like Skinner or to a lesser extent El Macho.
Yeah, but the problem is there's not very many of those, and if he can't stack his deck, he's just kind of RNG.
Malik, I believe Malik is probably just the best idea. Is a good.
He's usually pretty good. But his main weakness is kind of low because it's a 60 card deck. Yeah, Dan can work.
Anything that like scries in the deck for
Nowhere King. Nowhere King is mostly just held back by the fact you just start your turn with no heroes.
Yeah, requiring you to get a bad
with
fate.
very little help for actually making that start of turn happen.
The only way you could do this is if you had a deck that doesn't have like that many good cards in it. So basically, you're looking for Madam Mim.
He has like a bit of fate deck manipulation, but it's not really enough to safely secure it most of the time.
Skinner would actually be great, but too bad he's banned.
Skinner isn't banned.
No, Principal Skinner, not Chef.
Principal
Skinner.
There's
two Skinners. Yes, Principal Skinner is banned for being Principal Skinner and just winning.
Yeah, he is very fast because they do not get any of those very inexpensive.
If anyone has seen Principal Skinner, you know he just.
We are taking a while to think about Nowhere King.
Yeah. He is an interesting character. He's pretty good at getting to his no heroes.
He is just taking Nowhere King.
Nowhere King is
it
depends on who he's looking for.
Azur's sus.
He revealed the Among Us. Azur is sus. Cringe.
First time this tournament.
Weird that
it is the first time.
This long.
Nowhere King sus.
No, Azur pulled the sus.
This is Marvel Gaston.
Marvel
Gaston. Who's generally just kind of a little bit worse. Gaston. Grievous, who is Mr. Narcolepsy himself, and Kassoon.
Well, the thing is that taking Grievous might be a good idea for the fact that he kind of disincentivizes you fading him.
Are we going to see Marvel Gaston for a second game in a row?
Maybe.
Wait, really?
You all know Gaston shows up. Yeah, in my game, Butter King picked him with the crazy silly answer. It was the game he
Wait,
almost
which
won.
was
It
this
just
the one with the
barely
bottle
lost
cap?
to Reiner Rat God. Yeah. Yeah. The Marvel Gaston, he's like normal Gaston, except he has to remove 12 obstacles, including 4 from your opponent's domain.
Yep.
Well, but we don't play with those rules here.
No,
Yes, we do.
he still has to remove, because the obstacles don't mess with the opponent at all. They're just chilling over there. Yeah. Just some of his cards are basically updated so that they can remove from other people's realms instead of
And
his.
is the character himself just better, or is he just the same?
Well, his
He's
cards are
a
kind
little
of
worse.
better, but his fate deck is more annoying and he's just generally slower because he's Marvel.
Well, yeah. He does have a better realm, though. Be Our
He
Guest is
He
pretty
has 2
gross.
copies of Be Our Guest in there, which we've learned from the other games incredibly painful. It just
Rejected
finds
isn't rejected could be pretty all right.
Rejected is
but
not a terrible event, really.
well, yeah,
Just
you can still work through it, which is what I will say. Some events for some characters can kind of slow them down. None of the like the Disville Marvel characters, the Disney Marvel characters are like super hard on the events, right?
usually can't say I know all their events, but the ones I know are not really that
Um,
bad.
Belle, Belle is like an interesting case because of the fact
I
that
mean,
they work like
she's
a
just Belle.
yeah,
Mhm.
she's a useful
She's
hero.
in just John's
Um,
realm. She's just Belle. Another
yep.
thing about this is
What is
it
discount
has Marvel
from?
wording, so some of the stuff is worded.
Yes.
Well,
Belle does not discount Gaston's cards.
Although the most
If
important thing is that uh 5 dozen eggs gives +3 strength.
true,
but
5 dozen eggs is an
but it's
actually
still
good card
it's
in this
still
version of
Gaston
Gaston.
though, and the problems with Gaston are still aplenty. There's still no move action. There's still no
But he does
relocate.
There
have
is
4
still
copies of the relocate card now, though.
He does have time to follow me. He has more copies of time to follow me.
Yes.
but it's still time to follow them.
It is still time to
We
follow
all
me.
know it's such a card. It's truly time to follow him.
Do we have any like?
No, he said
No.
no. It's just a bad Marvel wording.
Yes, bad Marvel wording.
Okay.
Because is this supposed to work toward? Does this help Gaston as well?
No, it's
No,
just
it's
supposed to help
only
other people.
the
Yeah, I want to
yeah.
make sure.
If
I want
you
to make sure
give
I know
Belle
this
to
because
anyone but Gaston, she's actively beneficial to them.
they're a Monica hero, if you would.
Exactly. No, there are Marvel backs in
Faye, no,
here.
I'm not touching that thing with a hole.
Uh,
If I
we
really
are
felt like it, I
thinking
could probably make
pretty
Marvel back
long and
more.
hard about this Gaston. I
Well,
mean,
Gaston
since
is always.
Gaston is he's usually pretty powerful,
Well,
even
it's
if this
because the fact
version
that
is
Yes,
it's the fact
a
that you have
little worse in
the
a
more
few ways.
cards the more cards you have in his fate deck, you muddy up his own fate deck,
he is
which
gonna
hurts
pick
him a
up.
lot.
And he is being taken for the second time this game. For this,
So
Second time
this
in the last
second
2 days.
this tournament. Hmm.
what are the differences in this Marvel Gaston compared to the original one?
Other than the fate deck being pretty different, just like a few cards, like 5 dozen eggs being actually good.
Uh,
Is this like similar to? And they're talking about Bimbets. Bimbets were not an ally for Gaston.
Oh yes, this is true. Swoon has been turned into Bimbets as an ally.
Okay,
That's one difference.
wanted to make
And
sure.
it's just kind of similar to the effect of Swoon.
yeah.
We got Oogie, one of the Oogies.
Oh, we got
Boogie
One
Boogie
of the
are you
many.
take this quirky quiz.
Curation team DM.
We have Jesse and James and King Candy.
And we get a 4th.
Oh, we get to see another. We get to see the John Desco with 4 realms.
Diesel.
We do
here's
not
a good
want to
question I
deal with
gotta
4 realms today.
Which Oogie is this actually?
I think it might be the. I don't know. This card back
It's
looks
the
like
one that
the
rolls
dice
dice,
roll
right?
action one to me.
It's the one that rolls dice.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's one of
I
those
played
dice
so
roll
far.
actions instead of game power actions, but I can't say for sure. Seeing the front.
Jesse and James are quirky.
Yeah. The thing is, we're looking for something to match with Nowhere Kings, which means
I think
it is
so.
not the one with two
Uh,
movers, right?
This is the one with the two different actions. So yes, I think this is the one with the two movers.
Hey, I thought you said that one was removed. I know.
No, there's only one Jesse and James, right?
Well, there's a Jesse and James, and then there's a Team Rocket trio in here.
Team Rocket Trio is Team Rocket Trio. How does two movers work with absorb?
I assume he means consume the Nowhere King card.
Yeah, they cover.
Wait, but I'm confused. How would they work with like a 5-location realm?
They
Nowhere King doesn't have that.
Wait, no,
It
he
doesn't
doesn't
have.
have a 5-location realm.
they're. I
No.
think the old.
You're
Didn't the
thinking of
old
the
one have
old
one?
Nowhere King who had a
Ah,
six location
yeah.
realm. This one just has a normal sized realm.
Alright, I'm back.
Vinyl.
Alright.
Good question. How we got Jesse and James?
That
This
does
is the
not
one.
work.
You
Oh,
wanted to make sure.
Why
It's
doesn't it work?
Kiwi.
Two
Thank
movers
you.
with no working.
Yeah.
He has that one
Didn't
card
you
that
say
cares
the
about
one
his
with two movers
he
got
has that
removed though?
he has multiple cards
Jinx.
that care about his location.
Yeah.
Kiwi.
QB's here. It would be pretty bad with Nowhere King.
Jinx is
I mean,
not.
the lack
Well,
of heroes once you turn them all into allies
Nowhere
is
King is
decent,
like Nowhere
but
King
you
isn't the
can't win
best.
until.
We do have Jinx
Yeah,
though.
Jinx just, I mean, her kill power is okay, but again, you can't win until you do something about Vi.
Yeah,
So that's
exactly.
annoying. Not what you really want to see. It would get her me tile would get around the Nowhere King restrictions though, so
That
that
is
was
true.
kind of interesting. But her only vanquish actions. I guess if you took the Nowhere King realm, you could get a vanquish action actually on the right side of your board.
What's a glow card?
I think he's
I
talking.
think
I think
QB,
he's just
I
talking about the card
assume,
being really
just
bright.
looks like he's glowing.
true. It does look like he's glowing.
No,
Mm,
he's not taking no Jinx. Okay.
No Jinx. Yeah.
I've never seen King
fair
Candy
enough.
before. How does he work?
Tile Hero is annoying.
Tile Hero.
The answer is not with Nowhere King. He doesn't help with the no heroes, really. As I know.
You have him. I've never seen his objective.
Well, nobody plays this character. Oh, it's a
Yeah,
race.
because he's
Then
kind of.
it gets-
What I remember is I think he's kind of like Dick Dastardly, where he's like racing his board.
I see.
It's just like that. Dan back. No, that one recent dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of like Dick
Dastardly.
Dastardly.
Just call
Thank
it
you,
Dastardly.
TPS,
Final.
for that for censoring his name.
Ah, yes. Classy.
I
Because
thought it was like a
TPS just loves to censor everything.
Yeah.
Yes, Richard.
Richard.
Because didn't you know? Because didn't you know that his first name is a shortened version of Richard,
Yes, this is definitely correct.
as his friends call him.
His friends call him Richard.
Oh,
Oh,
I don't like the
oh,
fact that there's a possibility that things can cover your
Yeah,
bottom
where it comes
actions.
from.
I don't like that.
we are seeing instant no thanks here.
Oh.
He really doesn't do much for Nowhere King here.
Plus the fact
We're
that
looking at
it looks like your bottom actions can get covered. That sounds awful.
actually, does this Oogie have a lock? I can't. I don't.
I think
I
if
don't
this is the
think
one
he
that rolls
does.
dice, this is the
No.
one that rolls dice.
Yeah,
Then yes.
I don't think dice rolling Oogie has a lock, but
No,
Uh,
he does
he
not.
would
does
work. Yeah.
He does
I
not.
thought he had to like roll a dice, and then if
Here's
he
some of
rolled
the
like a certain number,
answer.
get him like Christmas Town or something.
No, it's you roll a certain number to summon Sandy Claus.
I'm
how
gonna
he
be
works.
eating, so I'm not gonna talk for a little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
Looks like we are saying no to Oogie.
So
Or
we
we're
got for
thinking. Might be thinking, which one is this?
this version like
Hmm.
roll dice,
Hmm.
summon Santy.
Hmm. Hmm.
Oh.
You roll die instead of being power action, then the dice you roll can get you power. Well, we're considering every option. So QB is interesting because they do have the capability to remove every hero from their fate deck if they turn them all into allies,
But the problem
which could help Nowhere King,
But the problem with that,
but it would
though,
take a really
like
long time.
is the fact that if Madoka comes out, he has to do QB first.
I think they went for a
Pretty
reshuffle.
much. I mean, you can kill Madoka and put her back in the fate deck, but you really don't want to.
Wixer's really good.
He does have good
Ernesto!
kill power. We probably don't want Toffee here because it's Toffee.
And Ernesto,
Same with
there's
After Greed. He has a lot of heroes.
There's nowhere you can use
Uh,
activates.
But then
I don't think so.
absorb.
I believe he does not. I mean, Ernesto would be okay, but again, no help with the start of turn, no heroes, which is really what you have to think about with Nowhere
That is
King.
true. I do
No
believe,
one here really helps with it, unfortunately.
Wixer is always good though.
Yeah,
He would certainly help you kill all the heroes, and it looks like you might be going for it. Alright.
Yeah,
You will have to play all
honestly,
the Wixer items to first location, so we'll see how annoying that
Wixer
is.
is not bad. Well,
Oh,
yeah, like,
dang it. Somehow,
why is he
Palpatine
at 4?
has appeared.
Palpatine.
We've also just got Light and these are all pretty strong characters.
Oh, they don't work.
Oh yeah, Annabelle Light was literally used in the first game. This is true.
Um,
Oh, that's
Palpatine is like
so you're
Palpatine.
seeing him again. So I mean, Palpatine just kills stuff, which Gaston would be okay
What
at.
what are we looking for Gaston? Are we looking for like effect searching?
It's Gaston. You're just looking for a good character to pair him with, really. I mean, Funny's
Wolfman,
never
no.
bad, but he's
You do just have Palpatine. You could just theoretically
Funny
just
is
find
just
new
pretty
people.
self-contained good. We could just look at him, perhaps. He's not crazy.
Show me the
We are
Emperor.
looking at Palpy. So, Palpy is basically just Kylo Ren, but not ridiculous.
He's Disville Kylo Ren.
But also not with, like, Rey. Or
Yeah,
Snoke. Or any of the broken...
Well, no, Faye, what are you talking about? Rey's still in there.
But not doing the broken stuff.
I know what you're talking about, yeah.
He basically focuses on the part where you can move the destiny tokens by killing stuff.
Yeah.
It's his main way to do it.
Because you need to have all 6 of them. Or 4 of them. You need to have 4 of them down here in order
No,
to
it's all. Vinyl just forgot that.
It is supposed to be all. So you have to have all 6 of the destiny tokens down.
It's 6 now for
there, and then just have him
turn
become
Anakin into Vader, and then you just have to have no heroes, which Vader helps you with because he's a big kill boy.
The main issues that I can see arising from this is the fact that, well, isn't it every single time a hero is played, the Destiny tracker gets something going on?
No, it's just that the heroes are really annoying.
Yeah.
The main thing I'd be worried about here is the fact that some of these heroes are particularly annoying. There's 2 copies of Be Our Guest in this fate deck.
Yes.
So you really have to think about that character because you can just find any hero, and you can't have anyone whose heroes are too annoying.
I thought.
Thing not that much synergy. Could be a weakness for Funny too, because some of his heroes are annoying, but
he plays Wolfman.
Most of them. I mean, Wolfman's not terrible or anything.
But he's just not the best.
Leshy, you're supposed to be dead.
Leshy's too good.
He's been banned for his crimes.
Yeah,
Diesel 10, Virgo, and Monica. Eel.
Eels I don't think work.
They do work. Gaston doesn't have any tile heroes or anything. However, you could find and play Whale. With
we need the whale.
Not that it matters since he'll just be on top of the fate deck anyways.
What does Verdo do?
He puts power on heroes and then eats them.
I see. So he does
killed his heroes. Also, his heroes are like monster. It's complicated. He does silly things. Also, he has Mickey Mouse in his deck.
Where's Swaghammer?
Oh, I remember now. Yeah, the Mickey Mouse guy.
They're still loading. A little. Oh, it's because we're spawning Verdo.
Yeah, he's checking Verdot real quick.
No, the Sun and Virgo.
I think the main thing that could cause Azure problems is just the fact that Marvel Gaston is not fantastic.
I think
You just
it's
have
because
to fear his fate deck is the main thing.
Yeah, you have to find a character who can handle their fate deck pretty strong.
Hmm. Agreed. You can.
why
Heroes are monsters, and monsters
a
are heroes. That's his thing. Also, he has like a bunch of heroes in his deck. That's the stuff he puts on. And then there's the chicken.
The female monster.
Why is there female
Yes, this is another fact about Verdo.
chicken?
That
Chicken? What the frick is chicken?
Well, sometimes you just become a chicken. Not much you can do about it.
So like, so is there like a card that like plays
There's a
chicken?
card in the fate deck that summons chicken. It turns you into a
Why?
chicken. Because he's really focused on his forms, so this just kind of forced him to use chicken and not any of his other forms.
Yeah, serial killer does really help.
Yeah. I mean, Verdo is he's pretty self-contained, honestly, so it
Yeah,
makes
Well,
sense that we're not doing much.
well, he puts horror on people, right? Or does it put power?
Yeah, he puts horror, but, like, yeah, he just puts horror on his hero ally monster things.
yeah.
And then his other two are just
his monster
not
heroes and hero
amusing and
monsters.
double. Because Monaka has to deal with so much specific things for hero, and
What?
Eels just die to heroes.
Well, that's the point. Eels are not ideal for Gaston.
Yeah, it's just because they just really need the ability to deal with their heroes instantly, or they will suffer.
You get intimidating for eels, so that means you
Yes,
get to play
I
just
mean,
another eel for free.
it doesn't do that much. It would be better for Monica, if anything, because yeah, that is
That's how
exactly what
Black
we're
Fury,
looking at.
yeah. Yeah, he could. Yeah, he's gonna go for Monica. He plays a pretty good
The
Monica,
thing about
anyways.
Marvel Gaston is he has the specialty and it's great, but you can't search it. We are not. We had plenty of reshuffles, but it looks like we are going for Monaca here.
Well,
We'll have to see how this goes.
sometimes when you
She's
just
not
have
terrible,
a decent option, you just go for the option instead.
and she does not fear Be Our Guest that much because of the way her fate deck is made.
Well, her fate deck is not
With
strong.
Toko, with Toko just not actually being in the fate deck.
Get the taser.
But yeah, the main thing is you have to deal with Kamaru, and she's just weird.
Black's
And
you having the extra activates for
all
Monica
of
is
Monaka
huge.
specific stuff.
Monica giving Gaston more activates, therefore more things to use his activates on, is pretty big.
It could be. He needs to find the good activates, though. There's slightly more in Marvel just because the specialties can be activated, but he still doesn't have that many because it's Gaston. Let's see. I wonder if we're going to take Gaston's realm. I'm sure it's such a tempting choice. Yeah. Marvel Disville had a 20 card fate dex. This is just a random thing. It's true. Because Marvel Disville. Right, and surprisingly, we're not taking Gaston's realm. What a shocker! Can't believe we
Wow.
wouldn't take the best realm in the game, Gaston's realm.
It's like you don't want Gaston realm.
For sure.
How crazy.
Yeah. Fun fact: Gaston's realm is not the best.
Well, obviously,
Kind of. And over here,
if you have prior knowledge with Villainous, you know that the Gaston's realm is kind of mid.
considering we would inherit the Wixer's activates, I can only assume we're probably taking Noah King's realm. Just pretty nice realm in general.
I will be right back.
So the main thing is just that his fates are a little worse, but to this. Just setting up Gaston here. He just has obstacle tokens in other people's realm. This is how he works. Just remove all of them from his, and then these 4 from Nowhere King's realm. Or Wixer if we end up Wixing. We also are gonna need a deck from over there.
Yep.
Throwing down Gaston. It looks like we are going for the Wixer realm.
Well,
I mean,
it's
there's
less
definitely some
action.
stuff
It's less
for it.
actions, but at the same time, it's
Well, it's the same amount of actions, they're just spread more normally.
yeah.
The main interesting thing is it does mean our top fate is at our first location, so it'll be a little harder to cover because that's where all our allies will be playing to start.
What do you mean her?
Who?
You said her.
Who did?
You just said her.
Who is the girl
Yeah, who is the girl?
Who?
Who?
Who? Who? Who?
Who?
Vanquish Fate. Top Vanquish, top Fate, peak location. Oh wait, we also have a bottom I guess we just have a million Vanquish Fates now.
Yes.
Fishy Fingers
Yes.
is just nowhere, but
Play
with top
Vanquish Fate.
actions.
Yeah, that's pretty strong.
No, we already had
We
that.
Vanquish
No,
Fate.
we already
We
had that. That was
have the top.
again.
We have bottom. Yeah, we actually no. It's literally Fate Vanquish play in that order twice. In the Elixir's, it's actually very funny. Fate Vanquish play. Fate Vanquish. They just
Play.
both lined up like this.
It's hilarious.
For Scotland Yard is going to be really painful if it ever gets covered, but it'll be a little harder to do that because Nowhere King.
I think we'll win.
It's hard to decide right now, but if I were to tell you just about the combinations in general, I feel like no Wixer could probably do better than Monton.
Well, you see, the main issue I see with this is just, again, we don't have much to help with the Nowhere King's start of turn no heroes.
Yeah, Nowhere King is just he's not inherently bad. It's just the fact that he's kind of not.
I can definitely see Wixer outspeeding Monica Gaston. He's not that fast, but I think he can outspeed those two. The real wild card here is going to be, can Nowhere King actually complete his objective? That might be the deciding factor here.
Actually get another name. Did the writer actually get a name?
It is also possible that Monica gets some stuff done. It's just pretty hard for her to do things quickly, especially when she doesn't have access to her cards as consistently. I think we need a. You're setting this timer up. Draw 4 Wixer cards. Sick.
Oh, what are the Witcher cards?
It's all the Wixer cards.
The good ones?
These are all the Wixer cards.
Yeah,
All 4. Wixer only has 4 cards in his deck. Here they all are. There's there's definitely no more. Ignore every other card. They aren't important.
Yeah.
It's just a 56 card Nowhere King deck, obviously. We all know this. This is how many cards Nowhere King has in his deck. Didn't be an accurate statement. Alright. And Jed. Start. Jed has to choose first or second. Think.
He's asking
we're
if after
having
removing criminals.
Having some Wixer questions here. criminals are basically just not heroes.
Yeah, that's the main thing about Wixer. I
Which
when I
them
first
not being heroes is pretty good for Nowhere King because no
as a
heroes.
So like don't count towards
as
just no
a
heroes.
yeah as a low class Wixer enjoyer, I will say that Wixer does have things that make him feel good. Like Liquefy is pretty strong for
Yeah, I mean,
for him.
Wixer uses a really strong kill power. This is for certain.
He's probably
Are
Honestly, the hardest
also
part of him is just you gotta find the Wixacast. You need to listen to the best podcast in all of podcasts is the Wixacast.
yeah.
but the question is does Nowhere King have item searching?
I don't think so.
He
Oh,
only
I
has
did just
So
realize we.
that means he would need to either have better card draw or just hard draw in
Hmm,
Wixcast.
which who
yeah.
knows? Or the Wixer's item searcher.
That's true.
Since he does
On
have
my
that, but you
card.
gotta find it. So guys, we could also search some of the Nowhere King items, which could be pretty potent.
Like what
Mainly
was
Black
like goop?
Legend Key
Yeah, I was gonna
are
say like
pretty.
black. I was gonna call it black goop because that's what I usually call it. That's what I usually thought it was is black goop.
Really?
Mm, the
Yeah.
exact name is Black Sludge, and it is one of the Noah King's few ways to try to actually make his start of no turn
Well,
no heroes go off.
it still reveals card and lets you discard one of them, right?
Yeah, it reveals three, and you get to discard one, so you can
Yeah,
discard one potential hero.
yeah. I would say it's like an ally from a character I know, but it's kind of different. It's an item, and
Yeah.
Wixer does Wixer have item
It's
discarders?
also like a certain stand that we all love.
Nah, that's debatable. That's debatable, my friend.
It's a pretty wonderful stand of you, some could
I
say.
I wonder about you.
We are going teleshopping. Are we going to get the best podcast, the Wixacast, or are we going to look?
Wixcast? Is it time for
Mm,
Wixcast?
there are other good items, so it'll be interesting to see which
Honestly,
one we end up
but
going for.
Wixcast is so important.
You do need it to basically start playing the game as Wixer. You really
And
can't do anything.
who
Like,
knows if
you
you
don't
actually
have a good way to get criminals out without it.
yeah, who knows if you're gonna be able to even find Wixicast again if unless there's another copy of Teleshopping.
Yeah, which 3 card Wixer hand could just
Well,
be
yeah,
in here.
yeah, it could be there.
We are
Yeah.
going
He's
for
playing
Nowhere King.
4 key.
The key. I mean, that's a pretty potent choice
He's
too.
playing,
You do need it to play some allies.
yeah, he just has key.
Your better allies. You need key to play
Um,
them.
what's he
Yeah,
discarding?
you do. You
Is
definitely
is he gonna discard? Is the better question.
I mean, if we're
Discarding
going
Bonehead.
here,
handed.
I assume we gotta want to discard Who would have
Miss,
gone to the
and he got
castle,
Master
and
Disguise.
yeah, not the cards we want to see right now. Makes sense to lose them.
Yeah,
And Bears.
Korakuma. He
Ooh,
playing Monica.
Karakuma down. That's
He
it's a
got rid
pretty
of
good,
Monica
pretty
Wanda
big
and
deal.
Despair Broadcast. That's pretty good.
Yeah, too early for the spare broadcast. Not being able to find those consistently will definitely hurt Monica.
Yeah,
Mm,
there's only a few things that I think will cause some problems, and that's just going to be a
I mean,
handful of things.
we have already set up some Monokumas next to Kamaru though, so
Yep, the Bears
Monica
are
already
the
becoming actively Larkoleptic as she does.
Bear.
The power of Bear.
E.
And then we are just gonna throw down the key here.
What makes the key so good?
You have, I believe, 4 allies in your deck that can only
Yeah,
be played when the key is in your realm.
that
Ah,
is correct. I
So
have
you
played
need
Forge
to
like
play those
once.
allies. No, they're
You
your
have to
better
move
allies.
on.
Ooh, we do have to move Kamaru.
that
Perhaps
stinks.
You have to.
we
There we go.
can
One
play
more hope.
Coco.
You do get rejected though.
Take it. Yeah,
This
but
is
then that
true,
does
which
help
we're gonna have to kill this probably.
Well,
Though
hey,
Monica probably has enough kill power to just defeat this event. Bears.
yes.
um,
Ooh, or
um,
we can just throw
Bimbette.
Bimbette. Yeah. You hear Bimbette's kind of like swoon, but like good.
Yes.
Is there a reason why it has to specify the domain for Bimbets?
Because there's obstacles in other people's domains.
Can you play them to other people's domains?
It's Marvel.
Yo-yo.
Something stupid could happen.
Probably.
Yo-yo.
Well, the rider has a fancy yo-yo.
Dang, the Wix
All
is gonna be
powerful,
messing with
7
yo-yo.
strength rider, yo-yoing. How do you
So,
beat him?
is there one
You're coming with
reason?
me.
Looks like
Yo-yo.
someone's coming with him. We can drag either rider or horse.
No, it
You're
has
gonna
to be from
drag
has to be from his
Ryder.
location.
Well, he was at 50 fingers last turn, which means he can just drag
he
them
was.
over.
Yeah, he was actually.
They're
True.
coming with him.
So who's he dragging? Is he gonna even play it?
We're thinking on where to go, what to drag. The annoying thing is they are going to cover actions wherever we drag them.
I don't know why all of them why all the German shows have good custom.
We are thinking about who's coming. Horse is coming with him. They are not at
You're
Ryder's
gonna do
location, so
horse.
they're now just a 3 strength.
He liquefy
not-
them.
He could
Liquefy.
liquefy the horse.
Liquefy that horse.
You may see that the horse get its bones liquefied. Let's
What?
see.
Liquefy that horse.
They're gonna consume them either or.
No, it's
No, we're going for a Wixing card.
Running announcement!
We've come to make an announcement. The rider is doomed. They have no horse to protect them.
I will be honest. I think threatening announcement might be one of my favorite designs.
It's really good, yeah.
It's super
ooh.
interesting for me.
Well, Tawar is dead. We can steal the key with Glendale. It cannot be discarded, but it can be yoinked. Yeah, and this looks like Monica has kind of just wasted her turn trying to save Ryder, but it looks like they have failed. The Wicks are just too threatening.
They
Well,
did.
this card right here, I believe, threatening announcement, I believe, is probably one of Wixer's best cards because of the fact that, of how insanely powerful
It's really
it is.
cheap and it killed anything.
Consume
It's quite good.
Consume.
Yeah, I mean, I think
But
it's a
the
real.
balance is, of course, it telegraphs itself, and it forces you to
that
go to a
location.
certain location.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
downside of it. But I think just Wixer has like really well
it
designed
is
cards.
definitely it's
They
well
do.
worth. It's well worth it.
And
Yeah,
they
like
also
there's
have
no
really good-
the piranhas.
You're just dropping a
Minotaur.
Minotaur. Classic Nowhere King.
Classic, yes,
Going
very
for
classic.
fates.
Yep, I
Yeah,
mean Kamaru just kind of running around right now, not doing much.
Rolling
Must-
around at the speed of
Let's go
sound.
back to
We're revealing first to see if we can find something more relevant.
You're right.
Haji or you?
No items to discard.
We
We can
have
play Genocide Jack.
we do have Jack that you could just play to kill Kurakuma.
Jack can kill Kurokuma, which is pretty relevant. Kurokuma's good. We are. Looks like we are doing exactly that. And Kamaru must be going somewhere.
Right there. To the double
Poa
play.
Hills.
If
We.
you're
Oh, no. Yeah.
Going
Gonna
there.
see
Yeah,
that
because
does
you want to
super
discover the
kill
Jake.
the offensive pressure if we put her there, but it does leave us very open to fates, and we probably want to set up Fate Lock here.
Yeah.
Just in general, because that's one of the easiest ways to actually get the Nowhere King's goal. The start of turn no heroes is fate locking your opponent.
Yeah.
But
That's why
the main problem with it is that he could just probably play some cards that
I want it.
he chose ally.
He lost View there, so that's a little annoying.
Yeah.
We did get the doggy.
Darn
No,
furries.
play into the teletower. Teletower to your location.
We are playing doggy.
Faye, I don't know why you like the wolves so much. They're furry.
They're doggies.
I mean,
friends.
unironically, these things are like really strong. They're what hyenas like want to be.
They are much better hyenas.
Yeah.
Pretty much. You just need to find more, and they get really good. Really.
Well, yeah.
Though these wolves are slightly different, but they still basically work in a similar. I mean, they can go even.
Again.
Marvel Gaston's versions can go even further. Oh, he struck again. Just
Wix
that extra power gain, one of the better things.
Very strong card.
Very strong and very versatile. You can form a lot of actions with it, though of course in the early game just the extra gains 3 is a pretty good one.
Of course. Well, gaining 3 in general is always good.
Yeah, Wixer does like his power. You're playing 2. Nope, we've spent 2. Does that mean? Oh, it's bicycle. Not gonna liquidate the horse yet. Be soon.
At least it's a chariot.
I will pay
He's
money.
got biceps to spend.
Yep.
Genocide Jack does have 5.
Or scrawny. Oh, it's very long.
One completely unique card to Marvel Gaston that's pretty strong. We might just be looking for Mr. Very Long here. It's not the strongest at the moment, but he's generally useful. Of course, just more heroes is more heroes to just throw into here.
Be prepared.
We have put him at the location where he will just kind of die to allies, though, because they all must be played there.
Does he have?
Where Alex can only be placed.
I don't remember. We've come to make an announcement. Glendale is.
Glendale.
He wants that key back.
We're not trying Fate and Sachem.
He also just.
Glendale will die next turn.
This is correct. I mean, unless we can undo this Fate Lock, which, I mean, Monica has cards to move Kamaru, so it's not impossible.
They're not going for it.
We're not even bothering. Yeah.
Alright,
I mean, it's not like Glendale dying is that threatening on its own.
We got the Monokuma Maker. We got the Crazy card.
How's it going?
Ooh, boy.
Right now, we got...
all right. Both characters kind of playing. Ooh, Master's Key.
Boneheaded.
Oh, that's his only card that plays criminals other than the Wixicast. This does get him. He gets to choose the location too. Except it's Harry Smearlap, so actually the opponent gets to choose. That's a little unfortunate.
I was gonna say for a second, did he want to play him?
We'll say Threatening Announcement is a really good card.
Yeah, we've been pointing this out. It's so good.
Yeah, I just gave them the key back.
Especially when you can just send, and we probably have, now that we have the key, we've got Borotar, who can just solo Mr. Very Long. This is abusive, though.
I guess he won't be very long for this world.
It looks like we are going to abuse Masaru Daimon over here.
Masaru.
Kamaru's not even tough enough to kill them right now.
Hey, you guys remember Song of the South? No.
Yeah, Brer Rabbit's here. He's in the Fate. Not that strong though.
He could move Kamaru if he wanted to.
I mean, we can also play Crippled. Both these items are just pretty good.
He's playing Brer Rabbit.
Azure crashed. Uh-oh.
They're going to have
back. He usually is. He usually comes back. Yep.
Kamaru cannot discard Masaru Diamond because they have more strength than her current hope.
Yeah.
We'll say it looks like Azura's just lost a lot of tempo over here.
He is. He's starting to slow down a little bit.
I mean, the thing is, it's Monaka, so it's kind of hard to tell.
True.
Just does things.
Like he really can't progress with Gaston until he gets rejected.
Yeah.
I mean, this is very true.
Intimidating is huge.
He's certainly not going to be making any Gaston object for progress.
Keep finding threatening announcements over here. We could threaten WinCon next turn.
He has
next turn. No, actually, we could threaten WinCon.
You know what you mean. He has come to make an announcement, and it looks like this Fate Lock is not going away anytime soon. So Nowhere King might be able to just cheese out their objective here real quick.
We could just see a liquidated horse.
Big trouble for Outlast.
Horse. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm excited for, seeing a liquidated horse if it does show up.
Really, one of the big weaknesses of Monaka is just she's slow.
Extremely.
Especially in the early game.
Yeah.
Like in the late game, she becomes really threatening, but right now she's just
you can stop your
not
allies
doing
that
anything.
when you're faded, that you just constantly getting hopes. You can speed up a bit, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that is her main thing, is she can just kind of make herself narcoleptic.
That's the big problem with her, is the fact that
when she's in this situation, you hardly even need to fade her.
Nowhere
Like,
King even has self-hatred, so
ooh, it's looking up. No. He's back in the voice chat, I assume, which means he should be coming back in the room soon.
Hopefully.
Mhm.
Yeah. Wait.
See if he
I
can.
will say it's an odd combination that he decided to go for this. Like I understand the idea that he wants to use intimidating to get Black Experience out, but the problem is that he needs to draw into those.
Yeah, this is the thing with Marvel Gaston. I feel like intimidating is really just a bait. A lot of people fall into it and they like, oh, I can search for intimidating. It's so good, but you have one copy of it and you can't search it
There's
at
a
all
reason.
because
There's a
it's a
reason why
specialty.
There's a reason why I talk about I who have nobody so much.
Like
It's 'cause-
searching allies is good, but like you have three ally, you have nobody. You have four just don't loot. Like other characters have multiple ally searchers. Gaston, it's just a one of card and nothing searches it.
it's one of card that's like that's not even good for Gaston. It's like the one card.
It's okay for Gaston, but
Yeah, but
yeah,
it's not like a key gameplay mechanic that you'd want to be using all the time every time.
oh
pretty
yeah,
much,
for
yeah.
Weary Warlord, the win condition of this game is to complete both villains' objectives.
Yes.
Yes.
For Double Down, so basically in order for Azur to or in order for Jed to win, he has to both win as Wixer and Nowhere King. Meaning
So
he needs to
basically, he
start his
must
turn
start his
uh,
turn with no heroes for Nowhere King, and also kill all 8 criminals.
but
Gaston must remove
you do
12
not need
obstacles, and also do Monaka's whole thing.
yeah,
Just kind of a process.
you do not need to do both of these objectives at the same time. You can work towards both objectives, but the second you complete one
Mm,
of the
or
characters,
do them in any order.
we place a power onto that character's objective to signify they've been completed. And once you complete that goal, you get a reward. This reward can range from 3 different things: a board wipe, which clears out every single hero in your realm;
And
a gaining 3 power, or getting 2 cards from the discard pile back. That aren't conditions, obviously.
yeah, and it just makes it a bit easier to complete the other one. So
Yeah,
you could do
because of the
both.
fact it's mainly just for the fact that that if you were just made to do all this stuff and not have some form of consolation for working towards your own objective, for your secondary objective, it would seem kind of harsh. The ball.
We were dropping a Monokuma. We are not playing them to the event, which I would have kind of expected.
He's
Like we might just be vanquishing with them.
yeah,
We do
I can
kind of
see
want to
it.
get this rabbit out of the way.
We just want the rabbit.
Well, I just
Oh
want the
no, we
rabbit.
are gonna get him out of the way by activating Masaru.
Well,
Alright,
I
that
just want
does
the rabbit.
work. It makes me even more question.
He's vanquishing
Oh,
the
we,
rabbit
we are
using
just
ball.
vanquished. And now I wonder why we relocated him, but
Uh, Maybe make the most of his actions, but I don't know why.
yeah, that costs a power. Maybe just
More
because.
radiance.
Oop,
He
we
gets
have
30.
triggered Radiant, which gives Aka some much need. We're
Let's
going to
see it.
Fate. This will give Kamaru a hope,
Dang. Yeah.
but
Well, you could make her. You could cancel out that hope she just got.
we can move Jack to any location,
Then Jack came back, covered it.
which
Entire trick.
Jack can kill Masaru, which is a pretty good ally to get rid of.
Yes.
We may just want to do that.
Just killing Masaru would probably be
We can
huge.
also just kill
Going
an
for
ally so
Wolf.
that we are allowed to move Kamaru without her losing hope. This is the other option.
Yeah, he's just going for Masaru, I think. What is he
Which,
going
I mean, a fair.
for? Oh, he's going to go.
We're
He's
thinking
going for
of.
He's going for Monokumas.
Oh, wait.
What?
No,
No, he's
we're
playing them to
we're thinking.
playing them.
I
Okay,
mean,
thinking.
fading Monaka is a pretty hard, is a pretty big decision.
Well, obvious.
She's
Well,
pretty
yeah,
hard
because of
to
the fact
fade.
that yeah,
Well,
she's a hard character to put together. Yeah, discard that so
but
she
it
doesn't
looks
get
like
help.
yeah, we are just setting up a super big fate lock over here and not giving Kamaru any hope. And this is just very scary.
Well, you kind of need to make sure that Kamaru just doesn't do the nonsense that you don't want her to
All
do.
Wixer needs here is to simply kill and kill the horse. And this
Wixik
fate
has to be
lock.
huge right now. He got piranhas.
I mean, at this point, I think we're just kind of trying to turbo Nowhere King before we do much for Wixer, which, fair enough.
It makes sense because of the fact of how, like, difficult
Because
it
we're
can
so
be.
close, and this is the best chance we're going to get the Fate Lock Monaka before she sets up.
He's
We're
moving. Where's he
bicycling.
moving to? Oh, he's gonna set up a. Maybe he's setting up a You're Coming With Me. That's the only reason why he would use bicycles is if he's trying to set up a You're Coming With Me.
Most likely. There's the hatred, so this is basically Fury, but no heroes even showed up.
Wow.
Oh, the thing is, the Yard's finest is a hero. We'll find a hero, but it's not a hero, so it cannot be discarded by that condition.
We've got. There goes.
Well, that's 2 heroes. That's the
Baby
last
gone.
lullaby. That's another hero. We are discarding a lot of heroes from this Fate deck.
Yo-Yo.
Which this is what Nowhere King wants to see.
That's good.
If we discard enough cards, it's just going to start shuffling. It's some
Vader?
more heroes.
We're looking
it keeps going until it finds one of the inspectors. We've lost a pug. That's so many heroes. Keep going. We haven't found an inspector.
His fate. There's Sir Long.
Nope, it does hit Sir John. Yeah. Dang it.
That's pretty. That's just gonna stop him from doing Wixer stuff for like a bit.
Chief Inspector. Yeah, I mean we have to kill him before we can listen to the Wixer.
The problem is, Chief Inspector even longer is in here.
Well, we haven't even
He's
found
still in there.
Cast yet,
so if this, yeah, we're not do much there anyways.
We have liquidating the horse, so.
Yes, I've been waiting for him to liquidate the horse.
Although we can't do it at Scotland Yard since there's no play card there.
Yeah, I mean, we're probably going to try to vanquish Sir John anyways, since he's where all our allies get played, ideally.
We do have a Minotaur in hand, so we could just go Vanquish Fate. Vanquish Fate.
The thing is, I don't know if we want a Fate here, because that would get Kamaru off the top Fate, which is kind of where we want her.
True.
Yeah,
well,
so
you could always go to a Fate accent and not do it. Gas.
Well, this is an option. Because sometimes it's just optimal against Monaka. Like we said, she's a very weird character to try to Fate.
Oh, hey, we have a record 3 viewers. Hello.
Yes. Let's go.
Hello to all 3 of you.
My name is Markiplier. Okay, what we got? We got,
we are just going for the Minotaur kill here, it looks like.
Kill John.
All we need is that horse out of the way. Are we are going to Fate.
Does he have a liquidate in hand?
Yes, he does.
Well, we can move Toko anywhere or Genocide Jack anywhere. We could move Toko to Kamaru here.
Seen all the Tokos last
Yep. He could
which does mean they're gone, which is pretty annoying. We are moving Kamaru first.
Because we're friends is pretty big.
And then we do want to move well,
we're using Toko to sub Kamaru back.
Go back.
Yeah, this makes sense. Because we obviously don't want to use the hope gaining effect right now.
All your sister's shoes she has downstairs.
There was a pretty nothing Fate there.
WinCon next turn.
Ridiculous, Stella.
We do have the call to action that will uncover our fate.
Unless this
unfortunate for 2 of them. I think the only I don't think this last card's a hero. I think we've seen every Nowhere hero now.
No, we have
all the good Wixer cards are
we have
Chief
Inspector.
Except the item. Yeah, playing her to Fishy Fingers would have really slowed him down.
Well, I guess that makes sense. We have the event.
Yeah, even longer is still gonna cause problems.
It's just hard to he's definitely gonna cause problems. We have to kill him. That's the thing.
Please liquidate the horse.
I mean, we don't have much of a reason to not. Oh, we're striking again. We are getting 2 player cards here. Pretty good.
Get the horse.
And
you doing it?
We are spending 2. Are we going to see the card? He's looking at it. He's thinking.
Do it, please. Yeah.
We are liquidating the horse. Horse successfully liquidated. And that was with the Wixer Strikes again, giving us a play card. Oh, no. We liquidated criminals. No, we've liquidated the horse because that's illegal.
We've done the world.
We've
We've
not performed
liquidated the
our
horse.
game 3 yet this turn if we wish to do this. Well, he's come to make an announcement. He's going to get the win con on his
Shadow the
next turn, and you
Hedgehog.
can't stop him until heroes show up. I'm pretty sure this Nowhere King card
he
is not a
found
hero.
the
I might be
throne.
wrong though.
Because
Ooh, pretty big deal.
well, I think we. I
Whoa,
think
how
we've
is there
hit every
30
single.
cards in the Fate discard? What happened?
Remember that one thing that reveals until it finds a specific hero just went through
Ah.
most of the Fate deck?
It went through all of the Fate deck, in fact.
Yeah,
except for this
actually.
one
Wait,
card.
how is there 30
Horse
cards?
and Rider. Horse and Rider.
Right.
Oh,
Oh,
nope. Forgot
it's
about
because it's
Starrington.
Riders in here.
It was a hero, as is Dieter Dubunsky. I mean, neither really has an effect, but
a hero is still a hero.
yeah, it kind of makes this location worse, so we can still just uncover it with
We can
piranhas.
still go there, kill one of them, activate the move, one away.
Yeah, well, we'd have to move piranhas back here, and then we could activate to move. We are doing exactly this. We have made an announcement to destroy even longer, and a move savvy.
Who we got?
We get to play a card, though I don't
Who?
know what to do with
He
it
has
for
an
now.
right? No, he has no. He has the two instead.
Oh,
Okay.
we're thinking.
He's not.
We don't have a play a card if we don't do this, so we
He has to
kind of
do this if
probably
he wants
have
to play a
to.
card.
Yeah, it looks like we are doing this. Kind of have to. Guessing it is going to mess us up a bit, though.
Minotaur?
We're looking at the Wixer card,
We don't have
actually.
any allies. We do have a
Spending
throne
two,
now.
we are just going to drop Throne. I mean, Throne just extra move item allies. It gets your stuff going.
Piranhas.
And we are playing
Phase
the ball
action.
here off
We
of
got
condition. Lumiere can move Kamaru or Toko, but again, moving them only does so much in this current venture.
We should give Kumaru a strength token that isn't tied to her hope. That would be
That's
fun.
weird.
No, because they have to be played there.
Yeah. Yeah, just go for Lumiere.
Oh, yeah, never mind.
Kumaru can't. Yeah. I mean, we can always just
move. You could always just move Komaru over to like the Excalibur or something. Yeah.
And we can also, or we can just move Kamaru with her ability and then move Toko. Okay, we're moving Toko with Lumiere.
And then using. And he moved Komaru.
We're thinking because feeding Monaka is an entire puzzle in its own right.
Yep. This reminds me of a puzzle.
It really is. And now we have a hero covering the top fate that isn't Kamaru, so that one's more likely to stick.
Well, we can consume Stabbington next turn if we wish.
Ooh, that would be pretty good.
But it doesn't have as much staying power.
Nowhere King. Ooh, boy, Taro.
Bear.
Taro very strong.
Taro is very strong.
Jotaro.
It's Jotaro, but with an A in his name.
Yeah, replace one of the O's with
I guess our plan for rejected is this fate wipe it.
Yeah, that's I think
one option. It might. We could also just I guess kill it with Black Suspirian if we wanted.
Well, if you find,
I don't know.
Well, he has to find Intimidate. Did he get Black Suspirian?
I mean, our plan might literally just be dig for Intimidating, kill it with Suspirian.
Yeah.
Yep. We consumed the delicious stabbing boy. This is the threatening of a start of turn win con from Nowhere King here. We probably don't have much else to do. We don't have anything to activate, really.
Get rid of everything but Scorpion Ring, probably.
We have Dark.
Scorpion Ring's only okay. It does give us a bottom play at Scotland Yard, which is a pretty big deal. That might be worth keeping. Yeah. Master of Disguise. One of those cards that you only want when you need it.
What does he got?
We found the Crucible.
Crucible, okay.
Well, we're gonna have to see if this fate can hit.
Let's see it.
The odds are decently high. Yep. Toku just giving us absolute.
Glendale.
Oh,
does not
almost.
replay Stabbington though.
But
It
what if he
does not.
But what
It
if
is
he
too
discards an item he can
For those who don't know Nowhere King, the way the consumed pile works, if you look, it's kind of on his board, but if a hero is played to Nowhere King's location, each hero in the consumed pile with the same or lower strength than that hero is also played to that location. So if a hero for strength of 3 or more would be played to his location, Stabbington would come back. But Glendale is not buff enough to do this.
What's he got?
We just need really anything.
Crucible, which is just infinite allies.
This is very good. However, it does not give us the kill on Glendale yet.
He will get the guaranteed kill on Glendale next turn, though, with the Forgotten Throne.
Not necessarily.
We need to play a card.
It is you.
I can't believe it's really you. Yep, Kamaru being Kamaru, and it looks like we are choosing crippled because it is you is dead. So Monica, are we going to choose power? Or are we going to choose the item? I mean, all these items are.
You do have the maker.
Useful.
Monokuma Maker is pretty strong.
But the thing is, Manaka gets to choose the item.
You're just gonna hit the Mono machine or the key.
Probably the machine, because Kamaru is not really close enough to get hope off of it, realistically.
Yeah.
We have better ways. Just sacrifice someone to it. No, we're just choosing the power. We kind of know the machine isn't important.
This reminds me of a certain card, a rather treacherous card.
Yeah, we found Sort.
The problem with Nowhere King, if you just keep feeding him, he really struggles to close out his win con. You really needed that fate.
Black Sludge or draws his condition.
Yeah, he kind of just needs the condition. Even then,
we got more balls.
Yep, we've got an army of bears.
We got
we are playing any number of allies and any number of Monokumas from our discard pile.
What's happening?
Activating the Monokuma Maker. It's a really good card.
We got LeFou.
Yep, we get LeFou, who is a realm wide. No, it's location based, but it doesn't matter for discarding. I see. It's just
putting them all
this is our plan to kill rejected. We throw bears at it.
He just killed it. He just killed the bears.
Just realized when LeFou is killed by Kamaru, he just goes back to hand. That's
gross.
Because this one isn't Vanquish related. And yeah, we have taken 2 obstacles from the Witcher's domain as our reward for killing this event.
And suddenly the game looks even again.
Well, that's what happens.
That's the thing with Manaka. Her progress is just very swingy.
Our scheme.
Yes, definitely not just a scheme. Oh, Ryder's back. Hi, Ryder. And they can you have to play them to Nowhere King's location to summon the hero, because the consumed pile is stupid.
No, it's weird. Okay, they are.
Yeah, fair. It's just really weird. Okay, we are changing it to get Stabbington out.
I will say,
the thing about Nowhere King, he can suffer.
You guys keep going. I've got to go.
Right. Goodbye, Zero. Lost one commentator, but the rest of us are still here. Let's see what we're doing. There's going to the hideout. Scouting short because it just almost never triggers. Unless your opponent is going to covered locations. And it looks like we're looking to use Crucible here. Get any ally from discard. Hard part is just, Stabbington and Ryder are over at Fishy Fingers, and we're gonna have to get a way to kill them. And our allies are not gonna do that very efficiently at all. They must be played over here. Yep, Bortar, really buff. Can absolutely kill Ryder. Buff enough for abuse. Ooh, Taxman. that will start the Gaston objective chugging pretty fast now that we've lost Rejected. We are just gain 2, spend 2 to activate Dark. Just, again, getting rid of the obstacles from Wixer's domain first, since those ones can never be put back. They could if this was a Marvel Fate deck and you could play Gaston Fate cards on Wixer. But because you can't, they can't come back.
Can't come back. Covered in entire trash.
Wolves give each other wolf strength, so it doesn't matter.
And I'm back.
Mm-hmm. You're figuring out how wolves work. These wolves are a little different from the ones in Gaston's
Alright,
deck, though they have the
draw
same idea of
3
just
and
being buff when there's a lot of them. Oh,
I should
got
actually grab
Wixer
the straight
now.
gauntlet
Going to
for when I
Fishy
do the more
Fingers.
wolves out.
He
Gotta
told
figure out what to
Outlast
do.
to mute himself.
We are just gonna kill Glendale. He's been muted. So that's Glendale gone, but we gotta deal with the other two. Scorpion Ring gives us our bottom play at Scotland Yard, which is pretty good.
Oh, we found the Wixinator.
We found the Wixinator, but we have nowhere near enough power for it.
I was just saying we found it. Little early for Taser.
Taser is still very good, but it is kind of early for it. Can probably just find a way to kill Toku before it ends up mattering. Maybe if we move her away from the...
No matter where they move them, they're gonna kill someone in BF7, hope.
Yeah, I guess we are currently at our only Vanquish. And our top fate is open. If it stays open, then we might be able to get something.
Yeah.
Using Tather, I mean, Genocide Jack, just pretty good in the early game against Monaka. Toko's really there for the end game mostly.
Yep.
But of course, because of LeFou, they must go back to hand if they are discarded.
We'll fool everybody.
Also known as Genocide So.
We are bouncing those two, and then Kamaru could actually kill Masaru, though this does give her the last hope. She's at... Oh, yes, she gets 2 additional.
And we got rid of all of
Which...
our Despair broadcasts.
Did we get rid of all of them already?
There's only 2, right?
I think there might be 3. I know she has a lot, though she also just recycles them a
Emergency
lot. So
Pug.
Pug is cool, but I mean, at this point, we might just want to throw more heroes, especially, get a hero on that top fate. Without a consumed, we don't really have a way to uncover that this turn. Nope, we are dropping the Pug. In Scotland Yard. It does just slow down Wixer, which makes sense. Let's see what else we are bending to. And he's back. LeFou just pretty powerful for this matchup. We are figuring out that LeFou is LeFou, in fact, and he never leaves. It's just like the other Gaston's LeFou, pretty much, except better, kind of.
LeFou, Aaron Yeager, thoughts?
Well, it's just Niccolo, and we all know Niccolo sucks.
No, LeFou's better. LeFou returns them after rumbling, too.
Okay, that's fair. That's actually... we are just moving the piranhas over.
Piranha.
I guess this does let us activate. We can throw Smearlap off of Black White. Does give us our best power gain location back, which is kind of nice. We are definitely looking a little short on power here for Wixer. And we are just keeping these fates going.
We
That
lost
would be action
Kurakuma,
number.
so
We do. I mean, if we can't get rid of Jataru, though, uh, well, we do actually have the taser, but that can't give us Genocide Jack this turn.
Aristocats are annoying.
Ooh, that is very true. Can remove the maker and probably the key. This machine again is just not doing much. And then we can also move. We must move Kamaru, obviously.
Yeah.
Can move Jack too. And I guess we can get Kamaru to discard Jotaro, which then we'd be in pretty big trouble because we lost the maker to get him back, and he's our best
I was about to
because
say
we can flip Genocide Jack with Taser here if we want and get Toko.
since they moved over to that location to the hospital, they could have easily played the black thing to the Toa Tower and then they'll just get the remote. I'm guessing they realized that inside and moved
Yeah,
on that.
and it looks like Manaka is having that thing where once they reach this much hope, they really needed a spare buck. Oh no, we're not going to kill Jotaro. This does give us the opportunity to get back the spare broadcasts, which is exactly what we need
Well, we need
here.
Black's Experience first.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if we don't have it a spare broadcast, then the Kamaru Hope does just get out of control.
Yeah.
That card just kind of makes it
Where's
not
this
bad.
Dead Fate a couple turns ago?
Yeah, I mean, a legal shipment can just send the piranhas back, or we send them towards the heroes. I guess we want to make Scotland Yard hard to uncover, which fair enough, it is the top fate.
Mm-hmm.
We're just throwing a bicycle at the yard too. Might as well. It's a
My
bicycle.
bicycle brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better.
We are just going. We just want to keep fading. Okay, now we are going to Black White
Well, we
Castle.
do have a consume, so that's fair.
Yeah, we might want to consume. This fate pressure is just stinging. Ooh, because we
I
are
mean, we're already
friends.
at so much hope. Why not just make it more?
Mm-hmm.
We can always just genocide Jotaro now.
Now we are
In
just
fact,
Gaston.
if we want to,
I don't think Azir's gonna win this.
because we can play if I must.
Well, as long as
We
the Zerg
can use
keeps getting
genocide.
heroes, like,
Yeah,
no more thing's
that's
not
the
going
thing.
anywhere.
We can do a very interesting thing. I believe actually killing Jotaro, getting past LeFou here, because fading Manaka is like 17 different things happening at once. Can kill LeFou. Oh, we are also killing Jotaro.
We're
Are
not
we?
killing them, we're returning them to hand.
Yeah, which is
Anastasia got
my
intimidating.
thing. I'm kind of surprised we don't just use Toko to use Kamaru and then kill Jotaro for real after we killed LeFou.
I just realized
Jack,
something. Intimidating would let them get allies under discard for free.
I think it might say only deck.
It
I don't
says
remember
only deck.
actually. Yeah. And I think we are just going to murder the taxman. Tomorrow feeling quite hopeful from all this murder.
Yep,
As
that'll
she
be
does.
a little hard to get out of there. I don't think
Yep,
Wixer has
Ryder.
any 5 strength heroes, does he?
Wixer does not. The buff is full. He has criminals that are buffer, but I don't think heroes get that buff without yo-yos. From what I remember. Which means I think only the princess can get Ryder out of this mess. Crocodile.
Oh,
Doesn't
there
do
are
very
3
much.
spare broadcasts.
Yeah, I thought there was 3. which this does mean that we will be able to get this hope under control.
We're
Of
looking
course,
at
once we
Wixinator. Are we
actually
gonna
find the
discard a
successful.
Wixinator?
They do
I mean,
still
we
need to get
can.
one
It's
more
not.
hero.
Wixinator is not as good as it is made out to be, honestly.
Do you have any more? Do you have another team?
You have like better stuff to kill with than the Wixinator.
If I was dead, I'd be looking at my time. There's quite a difference here.
Yeah, I mean, that's the secret of Monica's strength. It takes forever to fade her, so it wastes your time.
We're not even gonna
Yeah,
risk it.
not risking Ryder coming back, just warming them up. What else are we gonna do? We are gonna play the Wixinator. We can move it too. I mean, we can start Wixinating. The thing is, you need so much power for the Wixinator.
Wait,
They're
can
just
items only
cheaper
can items
options.
only be played the can items only be played to first location?
Yes.
Yeah, this is the one downside of this combo is forcing Wixer to play his items to
Oh, we
only
have found
Scotland
Black
Yard definitely slows
Slugs
them down.
and the Wixicast.
Ooh, oh, now we're ready.
Mm-hmm.
And, oop, here's
Dead
Kataru.
Toko.
Yep, and Kataru is very good at killing Toko, exactly.
Inspector very long.
And Mr. Very Long is back again.
How does he
How
keep
long
coming
has been?
back?
We reached up with
The
the Fate
Fate
Deck.
deck reshuffled because we milled so many cards.
True.
As long as here. We could Wixinate him if we had power, but that's the problem. Wixinator is just so expensive. Free power for the activate. And hard eating. We are going to the yard. Or no, we're going to Fishy Fingers. Ready to do another fate. Is at this
Probably.
point, it's not like fading Monaka even does anything,
This
or
is why
Gaston
I
really.
don't. This is why I really don't take Nowhere King. Like you need Ganondorf or like Eren Yeager or like someone who can actually kill stuff.
The thing is, Wixer can kill things pretty
But he's
well.
so power starved, and Nowhere
Yeah,
King
this is his
doesn't really
main
help
weakness.
him.
He's power starved, and Nowhere King is just doing
Also, playing all
nothing.
your items to the first location is kind of bad.
Kind of, yeah.
Why can't they only play stuff to your first location?
Because that's Nowhere King's gimmick.
Yeah.
Everything has to be
One
played
of his
to
many gimmicks is that items and allies can only be played to that location.
Oh, that is very bad.
Careful teleshopping, though. Rube Goldberg is one of his best kill tools up there with Gun. This will definitely help him actually start clearing
How is
stuff
Rube
out.
Goldberg a pay 1 and Wixicast a pay 3?
I know. That's the thing. Like, it's so much cheaper than the Wixinator for no reason.
And so much better. You get to kill 2 things.
Apparently Jed can't see Magic Mirror? Well, we are being shown the beast.
That's a little
This
risky
does get
in this board
all
state.
the tokens. Yeah, but it does get all the Toko Summoners back in the Fate deck that's going to shuffle the Fate discard, which is pretty nice. He can relocate Kamaru. That's funny. we can relocate Kamaru to kill because it's characters. Or we can just do this too, because we have to move Kamaru during the Fate action. And bye.
Well, I guess more hope is more hope and more of a necessary despair broadcast.
Yeah, I mean, the hope isn't really doing anything, but we are just killing the allies. Which, since the machine is gone, means they are not coming back until LeFou and the Doctor are here. Or yeah,
Jotaro!
Dr. Jotaro. I remember when Jotaro got a doctorate. That was my favorite part.
Well, he does have a doctorate. He has a PhD in marine biology.
Really?
Yeah. He writes a thesis on starfish.
Of course he did. We do have a fate lock
That's
set
why
up again
dolphins
against
are a
Jojo.
meme in JoJo. It's like, oh look, it's dolphins. Of course.
It's Jotaro's favorite thing, dolphin.
That's also why he's called an ocean man. Because he's an ocean.
Uh, actually makes we're just playing 2 Minotaurs here with the Crucible. This will let us kill the Inspector. If we get something to kill Stabbington, then we can maybe get back to WinCon and Monaka's fates got covered again. Yep, she is fading. I'm not gonna let that happen. Oh, Penny Market's gonna be a pain.
Nope, we're just getting rid of Wixinator.
Interesting, considering how bad of a card he is.
But then telemarketing.
It's okay. It was a bluff.
Only charge
Yeah,
we could bring
we
back.
played it as a bluff, and it paid off. Oh yeah, we have Forgotten Throne. We do have a Vanquish here. So that will deal with Inspector very long, thanks to our
He
Minotaurs.
was not very long for this world. I know I made that joke before.
He was not. Well, he never is. We are using some piranhas to yeet Stabbington over here. Moving the piranhas.
He probably
We're getting
wants
ready to murder him.
Let's be random. Keep it on how he's doing.
And now,
That's token finder. That's a token
we
finder.
found a Toko Finder. Yep. I mean, we can just kill LeFou, put him back in hand.
I think this is the most hope I've ever seen Kumaro have.
Yeah, well, that's usually because at this point a despair broadcast gets played. No, we're just going for Jotaro here.
They still haven't gone that one ally yet.
We have not found the Sussy Boy, this is true. I mean, we found his searcher a little bit ago, but he died, so that's not helping us.
Honestly, at this point, I think Zed might just lose the time.
It's possible if he doesn't go
Jed May,
faster.
yeah, Jed May.
We are just despair broadcasting.
7
This
power,
means we do
casual,
not.
casual.
Yeah, I mean, this is
Now
a
they're
good
at
thing.
6%.
Despair
Oh,
broadcast is just a ridiculous card. It's
Yeah, it
it's
does
really
help.
just
It's just so we can keep hope in check.
like it kind of makes sense it exists, but wow, does it just kind of break Monaka?
Once he needed it. Once he didn't have it, he sucked. Oh, we
She
found
does
Black's
need it. I
Experience.
don't think she needed it to be this good. Ooh, Bertotar, that'll get it. That'll go kill Stabbington
But
pretty
the Rube
quickly.
Goldberg machines is so much better.
Yeah, but it takes longer to move. Bertotar gets moved
when you do
faster.
Stabbington next turn.
Also, Rube Goldberg is start of turn. That's Mrs. Potts and Chip. They work like Mrs. Potts and Chip too.
I hope
Because
Azur's
they're
answer is
killing
this
them.
Mrs. Potts and Chip.
Yeah.
Do if I must.
We can't always just genocide, as Genocide Jack's been known to do.
Why did they do the anime version of this?
The Marvel, because that's the version that was drawn.
Yeah. And we are taking a long time to fate here.
Yeah.
You choosing to give Kamara her 7th hope here.
Yeah.
Kamara must move herself.
Obstacle is
We are
not
moving the
going
beast
good.
for a thing.
Yeah, Jazz just got it.
I just realized the beast, he's not on move, he's only on fate, but he relocates himself. It's the way he's worded, because he's a character.
We'll pretend I worded him correctly and put other.
Yeah. Marvel wording. Bad Marvel wording it.
Marvel wording in the time frame where I made bad customs and worded awfully.
Yeah, pretty much. Well,
we have drawn Black's Experience, so we shall be faded no longer. Why are we playing over here? Ah, that's why we're playing over here.
Murder, and then we'll move him next to Kamaru. I mean, to be fair, we can just move Kamaru in the other direction.
True, but then if they move him again, that would technically make him something.
Where are we getting from our discard pile here?
If we're activating the Taro, we can always just get the spare broadcast.
Nope, we're getting Monogumas.
Oh, we're gonna start the bear chain.
I'm guessing we want to kill beasts.
Oh, oh no, we're just gonna get the maker and then start the bear chain with that. That makes sense. Well, I mean, we can kill Stabbington. We are gonna force Monica to basically take a nothing turn to try to fate. Which pretty good in its own right. No, we can't do too much either. We're fine on our bicycle.
Bicycle. Bicycle.
Mario. Oh!
Painter's back.
Hey, Cody, did you clean up from lunch?
Yeah.
You're welcome, by the way. Ooh, it smells in here like.
White
Hi,
Despair,
Jack.
Black.
Cannot kill Black Suspirion because he's too buff. Of course, I mean, that would just kind of break the deck, which is the reason she can.
I'll be right back again.
Alright.
We'll continue working on
Well,
it. They do not want to move him that way. They know this. Yeah, but then that just
send
leaves
him
it
over
open
here.
for a move.
Probably just kill Jotaro and get that extra hope. Make them despair broadcast again. Really, we forgot the hope.
Forgot Hope. Oh,
Yeah.
the general.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're gonna have to consume the general. General. No,
There you go. General is, of course, a hero, so we will have to deal with him, and he can't be defeated by allies. I guess
So
General's also tough enough to bring back Ryder. Forgot about that. Gonna
Where's
need
the black
something.
slide?
Our items can do it, or our effects.
There's black
blood.
slide. There we go. Yeah, I was wondering
Now
where he's
we
at.
are a bit more fate resistant.
Yeah, now he has some fate resistance.
We're just moving our bicycle to and fro. Not really doing much, but it's there. You're really running short on time. We're just, yep, there's the machine, there's the maker. Finding 3. We're getting a bit of discount progress come to the light.
Yeah. Don't feel plus me.
Not doing anything for Monaca right now, but
They're just going to get timeout. I think they're installing them for timeout.
oh, we're making an
Oh, they're
announcement.
starting
The general is
broadcast.
in danger.
Yeah, they're going to. They are indeed. Then they have black sludge.
We are gonna need a live fate to come through here at some point. Oh, hi, Lumiere. Well, hopefully we don't take too long deciding this. It's gonna take a little. And the time is not in Jed's favor.
It is not. Yeah, is there a fast? Yeah,
Game is
there's
not too close to finishing.
John has like 15 minutes. Azure Soft is 30.
Yeah. Octopator is really taking forever.
Somehow they're yeah. I think they're gonna try and win as one of them for if they fight.
Yeah, just keep sniping LeFou.
Yeah.
We're getting the hope gain again.
Yeah, more hope gain. Hey, you still have to move Kamaru.
We did. We moved her with Lumiere and then her own ability. Then we're gonna resolve Coco. These fates are just taking so long, though. That's the problem.
Oh, here's the thing. Next time they fade, Kamara's gonna get the. We all know this.
We have that fate action nice and covered, though.
They're fading.
We gotta use the bottom one. Reveal 3? Reveal 3?
I'm gonna discard that.
Remembering Black Sludge.
Yeah,
That is
TOURNEY.
2 heroes. The problem with Black Sludge is you often find 2 heroes. Probably just gonna discard Durpleton because he represents 2 heroes.
Or you could
Yeah,
consume Durpleton.
Doris can save the general from an announcement, though, so that's actually probably worth it. Yeah.
Hold on, Then he could possibly consume Durpleton.
This
Does he have
Lord?
consume?
I don't know if Consume defeats that. Consume unfortunately does defeat, so not. Yeah, we have announced the general's demise, and it did occur.
Then he has to activate.
Yeah, we have 2 moves and an activate basically. Actually, what are we gonna do?
Alright,
Activate. Cool. Things continue to happen, and Jed continues to have time. Activating using a play a card from Scorpion Ring to play using the Crucible, an ally from our discard pile. For a cost
this
of
is gonna
1.
bring out Stabbington.
Yep, probably just kill Durpleton with the Minotaur.
Yeah.
I think he's in the discard. We've already killed him, haven't we?
Yeah, I remember him dying.
Nope.
But then the fate deck got reshuffled.
He's in there. There he is.
Stabbington! Now, he's gonna have another broadcast in order to kill him now.
We're pretty much out of actions here. Yep.
Yeah, he used up all the action he could.
Monaka cannot
we
fate.
found intimidating.
He's been fate locked. Yeah.
Now we can't fade him.
Now they're gonna.
And now you can.
Why there?
We're relocating. Oh, we wanted to kill Toko with the taser. That makes a lot of sense.
Why not? Toko was fine for now.
Not with a taser. Toko with the taser is a big problem. And now we're just making what the maker.
Where LeFou went, but he went to the hand.
Yep. He did what LeFou do.
Then he can get rid of Lumiere.
Alright, now I've just got some balls.
Are you finally gonna play the Rube Goldberg machine?
No, we want ally. To be fair, Rube Goldberg is really slow in actually killing heroes for the purpose of Nowhere King. Better with criminals.
I mean, we could just try to. We have Wixicast. After he wins Nowhere King, we could just try to blitz Wixer with Rube Goldberg.
I mean, it's somewhat possible to blitz Wixer. He doesn't blitz super fast, but he can blitz decently fast.
We'll just have to take we can't just.
We are doing the get back 2 Minotaurs thing. Nope, we're thinking again. Using probably 1 player card on the Bortar if I had to guess. No, wait.
We do not have enough time to be indecisive like this.
Yeah. Really the weakness, we're just being indecisive here, and it's kind of messing stuff up. Especially with all the Monaka fading. Oh, car! It doesn't do anything right now, but when we move it, it can kill stuff.
Beep beep, I'm a sheep. Beep beep, I'm a sheep.
Beep beep, I'm going to run you over with a van, says the Wixer. We are revealing 3.
The Wixer
we are
calmly.
not. We are almost certainly going to discard Princess.
No, you have to say the Wixer said it calmly.
He did say it calmly. We haven't seen Surge on this shuffle. And I don't know if we've even seen even longer, actually.
Are we gonna Yelena? Are we black sluzzing? What's happening?
Well, we're thinking.
Princess
I think we're seeing...
always worse. We're not even working with her. Why do we care?
I think it's just gonna go for
none of the Wixer heroes are that annoying.
Why are we
they're semi-annoying.
Okay, what's the problem?
Because Jed is choosing. and it was Auditor's turn. I had to guess.
We are back.
Jed, Jed just really is taking a long time to sync, which is usually
fair.
good, but when there's a timer, can be detrimental sometimes. Sir John is, I believe, the one who prevents you from playing. So I think Azur said it. Yep, just killing Princess. They are way too annoying to keep around. And it looks like we just want horse. We are playing them to the kill pit over there. It's a good location to cover, but it does just make them die to stuff really easily. You're going to the witness hideout for not sure what we're doing here.
Discarding reason?
Ah, we're a master of disguise, I see. I guess we want, I mean, we do desperately want power, this much is true. Rube Goldberg, it's down, but we don't have enough power to activate it this turn.
Nor
which
will
sucks.
we next turn.
Or will we next turn, yeah. Okay, Wixer just quite power hungry. And Nowhere King has very little power gain. At most, oh, we can next turn actually. We have a funny bicycle.
I think I'm just
Well,
going to offer
theory.
him a conceding option since there's 10 minutes.
I mean, he can win in 10 minutes if he starts
I'm just
going
offering
faster.
it, I'm not enforcing it.
No, we're rethinking bicycle. If we keep rethinking things, it's gonna make it a bit harder.
I'm sorry about my background.
Black Suspirian killing Mrs. Potts. Almost got that top fate uncovered. It's gonna make it hard for Nowhere King to close out.
Here, I'll pause the timer while they're thinking.
And this is, like we said, the danger of Nowhere King is with no additional setup, it can be really hard to complete that start of turn no heroes. He really has nothing to help him do it for the most part, except for his condition.
Alright, we're conceding here.
Like, yeah. Like, we have stuff, it's just it's Nowhere King is really hard if you don't
he was
give him
taking too
setup.
long with his fates.
And yeah, Fading Monaka takes a while.
If you don't know what you're supposed to play and how to do it.
Yeah.
They didn't know. They didn't know.
Yeah. For what it's worth, I feel like this game was decently likely to go in Azur's favor anyways. He had a lot of setup here.
Wixer was not the best combo, I don't think.
Like, there's a decent theory behind it. Because Wixer has enough kill power if you can just blitz Nowhere King really quickly, then you can probably win. But you kind of need some lucky fate luck if you want that to happen, which is just usually the truth of Nowhere King in this format. Especially like
Zed will be fighting Phantom Remnant now. It might take a while because I know Phantom's in like a very different time zone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which means I think Azur is fighting Carson next, right?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
If you two wanted to, we could even start doing that now, I guess, since you're both here.
Okay. I'll join in. I'll join in after the
See, people are taking. What's going on?
What's going on? Hey, have you heard from Pumpkin King yet?
Not anything yet, no. We can always just see if they're around if we wanted to.
They're not currently.
Fair enough.
Let's see if Azur feels like doing another game here.
Right, That was only one game since we did the other game earlier.
Was a long game.
It was pretty long, yeah. It would have been long if we had played it. Probably eggs. Look, it's eggs, but good. Yeah. Just that's just Manaka. Manaka's very slow, but once they get past that slow part, they can do things. Let's see, they did kind of do things this game. Really, against Nowhere King, all you have to do is be able to fade him enough, and then he can't really do much.
Yep. You need insane vanquish power and like I said, like fate deck manipulation.
Yeah, I mean more than that, just fate deck. Like insane vanquish power can work. Fate deck manipulation is also really good for him. The start of turn no heroes is not easy.
Wixer
And
Yoshikage Kira would probably be pretty good. Like Wixer with another no heroes.
yeah, like Wixer can work with no heroes. He's pretty good at killing them. He did also just, of course, get hampered by having to play stuff to first location.
Yeah, that's awful for Wixer.
And just his main weakness of always being kind of power hungry. Which Nowhere King does like nothing to help with. Anything, he just makes you want to go to your locations with worse power gain more, which
Yep.
is not helping. That's where your vanquishes are. Kind of the weaknesses. Winnie the Pooh would have also been really annoying if he showed up.
Azure cannot do that.
Alright.
As he went to bed.
Hey, Azure.
Hop in to say it myself. So yeah, since I'll be joining my father at work nowadays, when possible, during the weekdays I'll be out until.
It'll be what?
Alright.
Yeah, I'm gonna be out until evenings, and I can't stay up as late as I.
That's all fine.
Also,
Alright.
I will admit I feel very unclean about how I had to win that, but I just recognize that I either die stall or I find my Gaston cards to just win as Gaston and fate.
Also, he was taking way too long to fate you to begin with.
Yeah.
Like there's a fate where he was delivering for like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
It was the first crippled, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe. It's just how you watch this card.
Hard for a while, and
That's where
the other part is just
experience comes into play. Because if you don't have experience, you're gonna play slower.
Yeah,
that is one
once
thing.
you know, because during his turns, I would just look at my room and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna do these actions. If a hero shows up, I'll go here, I'll do these actions instead. And my main thought was just find Suspirian, find Suspirian, find Suspirian, then I can actually some.
Yeah. Pretty much how Monaco works. Find your things.
But for me, it was mostly just because Toko got the taser, and that is very annoying to deal with.
Yeah, taser just always annoying whenever it shows up.
I'm glad I was able to Kotoko it the first time, but that's not always going to be consistent.
Yeah.
I do realize if I put 5 dozen eggs on Black Suspirian, not even controller Komaru Jack can kill him. He will just run rampant.
Oh, yeah, unless Kamaru got enough hope to kill him, which would be kind of difficult in the end phase. Yeah. I mean, if you were failing to find your despair broadcast, maybe, but you didn't have Jotaro.
I had Jotaro. Yeah.
Which
I do.
Boo is also just he stops you from losing your allies.
He was.
Yeah.
I feel like that early despair broadcast was definitely just the right call. I was starting to run dry on